You'll find early on that there's a lot of fighting background or wrestling. It teaches you how to get out of a pinch, that there's always a maneuver out of something that feels impossible to get out of.
Yeah.
So I'm curious for you, like what are some parallels like that kickboxing taught you on a tactical level for life?
I think that a lot of people who are afraid to do something like professional fighting imagine that the fighters are not afraid, which is not true. True bravery is to be afraid and do it anyway. If you're not afraid, you're not being brave. It's easy to do something you're not afraid of doing. Well, then you're not a brave person in the first place. If there's something wrong with you in your head and you're psychopathic and you can get in the octagon for essentially a fight to the death with a man who has dedicated his life to being good at fighting to the death and you have no nerves whatsoever, then there's something wrong with you and you're not brave, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Fighters are afraid, but we do it anyway. And I think that's a good mantra for life, to be afraid, but do it anyway. That's the whole point of life. That's how you're gonna get most things done, whether it's business or anything else. And you become very good with nerves, and you become very good with a poker face, and you become very good at doing the things you need to do regardless of how you feel at the time. You may feel intimidated, or you may feel nervous, or you may have a bad day, you may have a cold, you may be tired, who knows? But you have to fight on that day at that time. It's showtime, so it has to be done.
Right.
And I think it's a good mantra for life overall, and especially when they threw Tristan and I in jail, for example, which we can talk about later on. But when they throw you in jail, obviously you're about to walk into a Romanian dungeon. You're not sure what it's like, and Tristan and I looked at each other and kind of smiled because we knew it's like walking into the octagon. It's the same thing. You don't know where you're going to be. You don't know what the other guys in there are going to be like. You just have to poker face it and act the way you're supposed to act, regardless of how you feel. And I think that's the true masculine imperative anyway. Then aren't men supposed to go through life doing what they're supposed to do because it needs to be done, as opposed to doing what they feel like doing?